request for safety pins.
Oh, there's a guy upstairs who's going to hopefully bring something.
Cool.
But yeah, request away.
8 minutes.
Total? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Nice. Snappy, I like it.
So, what do you think of Chicago so far?
Sorry, I'm just being so rude.
Take your time. It doesn't matter.
Okay. Chicago so far. Well, we just kind of got off the bus and went here. So
Okay.
this is my taste of Chicago so far. But I was here. I supported Marina on the Diamonds on tour here, and actually we just ended up coming to this venue again afterwards. So this is like my only taste of Chicago so far.
So you mean you came in through O'Hare and then got on your tour bus and now you're here at the venue, is that correct?
Yeah, we've literally just been here, basically. That's it.
Okay. So tell my audience a bit about Charli XCX. How did you get started?
I got started when I was 14. I was putting videos on I was putting songs up on MySpace, like demos and stuff. Mm-hmm. And then this promoter from East London who was doing these kind of like club kid, like hipster rave things, like illegal warehouse parties, contacted me and wanted me to come and play his shows. So I started doing that from the ages of from 15 and 16. That's what I was doing. At the weekend I'd like drive up to London and then like play a show at 4 a.m. and come back. And that kind of happened for a while, and I got into that whole scene, and then and then labels started getting interested in management and blah blah blah.
And when you say play, do you mean spinning records, performing?
Performing. I sung over like an iPod backing track.
Oh wow!
So,
okay.
Yeah, it was very raw. Like usually I'd be like standing on a crane or something, or like. I don't know, it was kind of weird, but it was fun. Okay,
and so are you a songwriter, performer? What would you say is your...
I'd say both. I mean, I just broadly say musician, but
okay.
I mean, yeah, I write all of my own songs. I write songs for other artists as well.
Right.
And, you know, I sing, like, so yeah, everything, I suppose.
Okay, so you've got a new album, it's called True Romance?
True Romance, yeah,
okay.
That came out in April actually, so I guess it's not so new anymore, but and it's like pop music. I'm a massive pop music fan,
mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's pop music with a kind of like experimental twist. Like I see all the songs on the record as being the colour purple. I see all the songs on the record as being the colour purple.
Okay.
So it's very kind of like angel pop, like dreamy, but still pop, you know.
Mm-hmm. So I understand one of your co-productions was with the kind of pop I Love It. Can you talk a little bit how that may have evolved, that opportunity to work on that record?
Well, yeah, I mean, I wrote that song in like a half an hour when I was in Stockholm doing a writing trip for my own record, and I wrote it and I hated it. It wasn't really like right for me.
When you say you wrote it, what do you mean? The lyrics, the melody?
Both.
Oh,
the
really?
Top line, lyrics, melody.
Okay.
Yeah, and so I was working with this producer Patrick Berger, who I work a lot with on my own stuff, and he was like, "This is really good."
Mm-hmm.
And so I tracked the vocal, and then Icona Pop came down to the studio like a week later and sung over the track.
Oh wow! Okay.
And then my voice is still on that record, like.
Right.
So yeah, that's it. And they kind of took it and they put their own spin on it and they did their own thing with it,
mm-hmm.
and then it blew up. So that was kind of cool.
Yeah. So what has that been like for someone who's at a relatively young age to have a big hit like that, and how does that set forth the next stages of your career?
I mean, it's cool. Like, it's given me the opportunity to be able to write for a lot of other artists and be considered like a serious songwriter,
okay.
As well as just like an artist. So that's cool. And I mean, yeah, it's just like paid my bills, so that's good as well. And now I'm left alone to make whatever music I want to make, which is nice.
Can we talk about the music that you want to make?
Yeah, so I'm working on my second record right now, and that's very inspired by 60s French pop, like all of the Yeah Yeah girls, like Brigitte Bardot, France Gall.
Wow, okay.
Sylvie, people like that. and also by like new wave bands like Bow Wow Wow and The Waitresses, and
Mm-hmm.
it's very kind of like girl power. It's very like Riot. It's like lots of like much more live than my first record.
Okay.
And I see all the songs being the colour red on this record.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a lot about like sex and femininity and being sexy, and being angry as well. So yeah.
So when you talk about girl power, I mean, you know what that means. Can you elaborate on, for you, what girl power is about?
For me, girl power is just about embracing yourself and not giving a fuck, basically.
Okay.
And just
Is that like how you dress? I mean, who you hang out
about,
with?
No, it's not about any of that. It's just
Mm-hmm.
being like a confident girl and confident and comfortable in yourself, no matter who you hang out with or what you dress like. And it's about supporting other females and not. It's not about competition. It's about unity.
Okay.
That's what I feel like girl power is.
Okay. And so, can we talk a little bit about your creative process when a record comes together? Is it about the track? Is it about the vocals? What makes a song work and develop for you?
For me, I mean, when I write a song, like, I know that it's right for me or that I connect with if I see the music video in my head when I write it. That's how I connect with the song. And like, so for example, I Love It. I did not see like anything in my brain. It was just like a blank space. So I knew that song wasn't right for me. Like, I like to really have a visual connection with my music, and I like to see the music video within like the first 10 seconds of finishing the song, and that's how I know it's right for me.
So when does the video happen? When, just in terms of your creative process, is there a track that you hear and then you write, or you write then you bring in the track? When does that kick in for you?
There's no like process. There's no process. It's like sometimes I'll just write from scratch at a piano by myself. Sometimes I'll work with a producer on something from scratch. Sometimes I'll hear a track. Sometimes I'll be walking down the street and have this melody idea in my head. Like, It's a total mess, my writing process. The only thing that's consistent is that it has to be done fast. I don't like spending time on things. I don't like re-editing things.
Okay.
It has to be like done like straight away. Like, I feel like all the best songs are written in a half hour. So.
Wow. Okay. So let's talk about your live show. You're going to do your thing in an hour and a half here in Schubas in Chicago. What can audience members expect from your show tonight and then going forward?
A lot of sweat. It's very energetic, very raw, and kind of punk, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
I have an awesome band.
Okay. How many people are in the band that you have? Do you pull everybody together, or are you just kind of get...
There's three girls. It's an all-girl band.
Oh, really? Okay. All right.
So, yeah, it's just wild. It's good.
Okay, well, I look forward to the show. It's been a pleasure talking with you.
And you.
And from what I've heard so far, I think it's going to be muy caliente.
Huh?
That's the Spanish for very hot. Muy caliente.
Oh, yeah, that's
Très chaud
so right.
would be French.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.